Hey guys, it's me, Bob. And today, guys, well, before I start, guys, I want to apologize because I don't have any video today, guys. Because the battery in my camera it's not holding the charge, guys. And I kind of think this video might be a bit on the long side, So I've actually I've sent away to get a new battery, guys. And it should be with me in a few days, guys. So I'll be back to normal soon, guys. But the other thing I want to say, guys, is that I'll be honest, guys. I didn't plan to make another video like this, about the Whovian Wars, I didn't plan it, guys, and I was just going to do the one, and leave it at that. And I'd like to say, guys, that thank you to everyone who took the time to comment on there, guys. Everybody who made a little comment, and all the people who thumbs it up, I'd like to thank you all, guys. That was really good. I kind of think all of those comments and thumbs up, they all belong to Sammy, and if I could give Sammy the thumbs up I got on that video, I'd do that, guys, But anyway, guys, I've decided to make this second video, and it's kind of in response to a video that popped up on YouTube the other day, guys, what should we call them? Let's just call them, at the moment, let's just call them Laurel and Hardy, There's two of them, guys, Really, I shouldn't call them Laurel and Hardy, because in Laurel and Hardy, one of them was thin, But I'll call them that for now, guys, But anyway, guys, I seen this video pop up on YouTube, and when I seen the title of it, I kind of thought that this is going to be an apology video, because in my last video, I did kind of hope that the guy who's caused a lot of problems was he was going to apologize, but that's what I was hoping, guys, but it kind of didn't pan out that way, guys, I mean, it kind of started off pretty good, by saying things like that they weren't kind of spreading any kind of hate, there was going to be no hate spread and stuff like that. But guys, that was kind of short-lived, because the whole hour-long video just turned out to be kind of hate, you know what I'm saying, guys. But and I also kind of glanced down while I was watching this video, and as normal, guys, the comments, they'd been disabled. They disabled the comments yet again, because these guys, they kind of like to give it out, guys, but they don't want to take it back, they can't stand criticism, so they disable the comments, Yeah, that's really good of them, They like to give it out, but they can't take it, guys. But not to worry, guys. Anyway, guys, I kind of found that the video, it was kind of all over the place, with these two guys talking, and I was having trouble trying to keep up with what was going on, I mean, the one guy, let's call him Pizza Boy, the little fat guy, Yeah, he kind of was going on about some people had been bashing his books, Now, I kind of don't know what that's about, guys, because I kind of didn't see any video about anybody bashing his books, So I don't know what was going on there, guys, and I kind of think that, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe some people had, and I don't know whether these books are actually on Amazon, and maybe someone had gone over to Amazon and left bad reviews on it. I don't know what was going on, guys. But I do actually know a guy that bought that book, you know, and I'll be honest, guys, he said the book was it was fantastic, you know. He had this table with a wobbly leg, you know, and he said it was just a perfect sized book, you know, to put under the leg to stop it wobbling, you know. And he was even thinking of buying another one, you know, to prop under his front door, you know, to stop his door from closing, you know. But I don't know, guys, you know. I mean, for me, if anybody's got any kind of mental problems, you know, out there, you know, I kind of think you need to see a proper doctor, you know, if I'm being honest, guys, you know. Go and see an expert in the field, if you know what I'm saying, guys, you know. So anyway, guys, let's get back to this video, you know, and I'm going to do my best not to bring anybody's names into it, you know. I kind of don't want to do that, guys, you know. But I have to be honest, guys, you know. I've never come across a person, you know, in my life, guys, you know, that was so hell bent on destroying his own channel, you know. The way he's trashed it, you know. And I'll be honest, guys, you know, I kind of looked at that channel months ago, you know, and it seemed to be doing really well, you know. There was all these different Whovians, you know, they were kind of joining, and there was loads of them, you know, and in fact, Google, it couldn't keep up, guys, you know. You know, there was too many people there, you know, and I think Google can take about 10, you know. So I kind of think they switched it out to Zoom, you know, to fit these people in. And I'll be honest, guys, it all looked pretty good, you know. And the guy who runs it, you know, the little short guy, I kind of thought that he was turning into let's say a better person, guys, you know. You know, he seemed to have lightened up, if you know what I'm saying. And I know he had a problem with a friend of mine, you know, but that got sorted out, guys, you know. And I thought, you know, everything's looking good, guys, you know. And it looked a healthy channel, you know. It looked a really healthy channel, guys. But I'm kind of looking at that same channel today, and it's in ruins, guys, you know. I mean, I'm looking at the amount of people that are thumbing it down, you know, and the kind of videos that's been put on is kind of the very short, guys, you know, the very quick videos that seem to be put on there now, you know. And I kind of have to be honest with you guys, and the guy, it's his own doing, you know. He's destroyed his own channel, and I don't know why anyone would do that, you know. It just seems crazy, guys, you know. It just doesn't seem right for somebody to do that. But you know, guys, I carried on listening to this video, you know. Let's remember that they did say they didn't want to spread any hate. You know, we kind of have to keep that in mind, guys, you know. They don't want to spread any hate. But like I said, guys, that's all it was, you know. And there seemed to be a lot of bashing going on, guys, you know. People's names were thrown in there, and I sort of seen, well, I sort of heard that my name was thrown into the ring, you know. They seem to want to bash me, guys, as well, you know. But I don't mind that, guys, you know. I don't mind if people want to bash me, you know. I just kind of think that on my last video, I kind of must have struck a nerve or something, you know, and they didn't like what I said, guys, you know, so they kind of wanted to bash me, you know. And I kind of liked it, guys, if I'm being honest. I don't mind living in their heads, you know. I don't mind living in their heads rent-free. You know, they can do it all day to me, guys. You know, I'm too tough-skinned for it. You know. I kind of don't care about that. You know. So if they want to try and have a go at me, guys, you know, let them get on with it, guys. And like I say, this will be the last video that I intend to do on it, guys. You know, I'm not going to be making videos about these two little Whovians that seem to want to be causing trouble. You know. Oh, but like I say, guys, it is his own doing, and if he wants to destroy his channel, you know, that's up to him. It seems, guys, that all of his friends have left him. You know, there's just the two of them, and well, actually, guys, there's more than that. You know, there's some ladies that go on there, and I just want to say again that I don't have any problem with any of the Whovians that go on there, except the two goons. You know, it's the two goons now that just can't stop talking, guys, you know. It's like the little fat one, you know. He's there and he's digging that hole, you know, and he's up to his neck in that ditch he's dug for himself, you know, and he just keeps digging, guys, you know. He just keeps digging away, and I've never seen such a self-destructive person do that with a successful channel, you know. But if it makes him happy, you know, that he's destroying his channel like that, and most of his friends have left him, you know, then let him get on with it, guys, you know. I try to help, guys, but obviously it fell on deaf ears, and I'm not here today to really have a go at anyone, but I'll be honest, guys, I'm probably going to have to drop down a few levels to, you know, to get to their level, you know, and talk to them like they tend to talk to people, you know, and I apologise for this, guys, if you hear me dropping down a few levels, you know. I apologise, guys, to my subscribers, but it might have to be done, you know. But we'll see how this conversation goes, guys. You know, guys, I kind of think it's sad that it's come to this, you know, where this channel is in such a bad state, you know, and nobody's going on there, you know, and I kind of have these little visions, you know, in my head that he's kind of getting a little bit desperate, and he's probably calling what friends he has left and asking them to appear on his show, you know. You know, he's probably begging them, please appear on my show because nobody else wants to, you know. I kind of think that's going on, guys, you know. Because I kind of seen a couple of Whovians on there that I hadn't seen in a long time. But he might even be going to the lengths of, you know, waiting for the mailman. You know, when the mailman comes, he'll grab the mailman and tie him up and make him sit on a chair and point a webcam in front of him, you know. And the mailman will be saying, what you doing, dude? Let me go. I don't know anything about Doctor Who. And he'll be saying, well, it doesn't matter, man, because I'll only talk over you, you know. But he probably does the same thing to the milkman and delivery man. You know, he'll capture some people and force them to appear on his show, you know, just to pack it out a bit, you know. Make it look as though he's got some Whovians on there, you know. I did even have the thought, guys, that he might even go and dig my friend up, Pepper Clown, you know. And that would be going too far, guys, you know. But I wouldn't put it past him that he's going to dig Pepper up, put poor old Pepper on a chair, and tie a little bit of string to his jaw, and kind of make it look like he's talking, you know. You know I think that would be going a little bit too far, you know. That's just not on, man. You know, you can't do that. You know, guys, there's not much more I can say about him, you know. He's kind of just become this sad figure, you know, that goes around and he just won't stop talking, you know, and he just continues to bash people, you know. You know, the guy just, he just looks desperate, you know. And I'll be honest, guys, the whole video just smacked of desperation, you know. He was just doing what he could well, in his own mind, to try and win some of his friends back, and force them on his channel, you know. And I don't think that's going to work, guys, you know. But like I say, guys, it's all his own doing. So he's going to be a good captain. I think he's going to make a great captain, and he's going to go down with the ship. You know, I really think that. But you know, I'll be honest, guys. I don't want to see that channel have a long, slow death. You know, I'd kind of like to think it would be a quick death for it. You know, it'd be just gone. You know, in an instant. You know, I don't like to see this channel in its death throes, guys. You know, it's not nice. You know, I wouldn't be happy to see that, guys. But anyway, guys, we'll go on to his friend, like his henchman. You know, I don't know much about this guy, you know, and I'm going to sort of call him. I'm going to call him Lemon Face. You know, he kind of reminds me of when someone bites on a lemon and starts sucking it. You know that face you get when you're biting into a lemon. And your mouth kind of goes into a circle, you know. He always has that, like, circle in his lips, you know. But what the purpose of him being on there, I'm not too sure, you know. Because basically, he kind of started off a bit slow, you know. And then he built up to his big crescendo of bashing people. And trust me, you know, it kind of isn't a good look. You know, he kind of looked like some guy you would have outside of a nightclub, you know, like a bouncer or something. I mean, I don't know what this guy does for a living. I kind of think he might be some kind of a debt collector. You know, he kind of has that look about him, guys, you know. The kind of guy who makes a living off the backs of the poor, you know, goes around and intimidates people, you know. Kind of that thing. Or possibly he works in a store, you know, like a security guard in a store, and he chases the kids around the store, you know, when the kids have pinched him chocolate, you know, that kind of a guy. You know what I'm saying, guys, you know. Say, guys, he just went on a big rant, you know, and nothing was making sense where any of this was coming from, you know. I couldn't work out. I mean, I know some of it was aimed at me and some other people, but I'm not too sure what the rest of it was about, you know. He seemed to be bashing on the people with puppets, you know, the guys who have out there that have puppets, you know. And I'll be honest, guys, you know, a couple of months ago, I was kind of thinking to myself that I was going to buy a puppet, you know, and maybe do a little puppet show myself. But to be honest, guys, I kind of don't think I've got the skills for that, you know. So I thought I'd just leave that to the guys with the puppets, you know. But he came over like some kind of demented fool, you know, bashing people with puppets. And I'm just trying to think of some of the things he was saying about them, you know, like it was along the lines of I mean, guys, you can go and look at this video, you know, they'll maybe take it down, I don't know, but it was along the lines of that people that use puppets don't have a life. And another comment was that people that use puppets, the puppet is some kind of an extension to their useless, pathetic lives. I'm going to say that again, guys, that people that use puppets, that the puppet is an extension of their useless, pathetic lives. Now, I kind of think that might be going over the top, you know. To say that about that, you know. I mean, if you actually type puppets into YouTube, you know, you get loads of people coming back who have puppets. So are all those people, you know, pathetic? I just don't get it. And you're coming down on people with puppets, and yet your little friend there, you know, that you're on the podcast with, he has a puppet himself. And that puppet has its own channel. Now, I kind of don't think you've thought it through. You kind of made yourself look like a dick when you're coming down on people that have puppets, and your little fat pizza boyfriend there, he has one himself, you know. So you maybe want to think about that, you know. And he kind of uses that puppet to good effect, because I remember about a year ago, he used that puppet to bash two well-respected Whovians that are no longer on that channel. They've moved on to a better one, you know. And he bashed these people, you know, with his puppet. So maybe you want to go and talk to your little friend there, you know. Your little friend with the puppet, you know, because obviously he's a pathetic person, you know. But I don't know what the hate is with the puppets, man. If people want to do a puppet show, what's it got to do with you, you know? What's it got to do with you? Do you think you can go around bullying people? You're kind of pathetic, man, you know. And I'll be honest, the way you argued, it seemed to be all the word pussy and puppet. It was kind of like you were on some kind of commission that every time you said them words, you got $5, you know. It kind of sounded like that, man. And you're bashing people, and your little fat friend there has a puppet himself, so maybe you want to go and bash on him, you know. But I kind of think that was strange, guys. I really do, you know. But it didn't stop there, you know. They kind of bashed on other people as well, you know. And some of the what they were coming out with, guys, I don't know who it was aimed at, you know. I mean, the thug, you know, he was actually bashing on people because they couldn't pay an electric bill. What's that? I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know who that was meant at. You know, I know it wasn't me, but you bashing on people because they can't pay an electric bill. You know, what's wrong with you, man? You know, that's the real world. You know, that people live in. You know, there's like recessions on and stuff like that, and sometimes people fall behind. You know, you can't bash on people for that. And I kind of wonder why you started bashing on other people and saying stuff like they beat their wives. You know, where did that come from, man? I can tell you where that came from, but I'm not going to go into it on here. But it seems to me that you two fools have actually been told something in private, and you're now using that as a weapon against people. And you kind of don't want to do that, man. You know, you don't want to use that as a weapon, because the pair of yous, you're kind of good at using these kind of things against people. You know, you're bashing on people because they can't pay an electric bill. You know, and you're bashing on people who have puppets. I mean, I don't get you. You know. You're even bringing people's religion into it, you know, about them having faith. I mean, you know, what the hell is that about? Now, I can't remember the little fat guy. He went on a rampage last year doing the very same thing, where he was bashing on one particular person and questioning that guy's faith. And one thing you don't do is question a guy's faith like that. You don't do it, man. You know, it's just not on. A lot of people out there believe in God, you know, and you don't go around trying to make them look stupid, you know. And you tried that last year, man, and it didn't work then, and looks like it's not working now, man. You know, kind of making yourself look like a dick, you know. I'm sorry to say that, but you are, man. But it didn't stop there, guys, you know. Then we started bashing on the young kids, you know, these young kids who sit in the basement. And then he starts wondering if these kids' balls have dropped. And at that point, man, you know, I kind of have to wonder why a fully grown man is actually talking about the kids' balls dropping, you know. I kind of think that you need to stop that, man, you know, because before you know where you are, you're going to get a visit from the police, you know. you don't start talking about the kid's balls dropping, you know. What's wrong with you, man? But like I say, it didn't stop there, guys. You know, it just went on picking on people, you know. Even people like, you know, well, I think this was aimed at anybody who was against these guys, you know, because apparently we can't get women, you know. We can't get girlfriends or wives or anything, you know. And I have to be honest, guys. He might have a point in my case, you know, because I can't get a woman at the moment, guys, you know. But I'm quite sure the rest of you out there, you know, I'm probably sure you've got wives, you know, and girlfriends. I kind of wonder also that the guy saying that, you know, if we don't have wives and girlfriends, you know, how do we beat them, you know? If we don't have a wife or a girlfriend, we can't really be beating them, can we? Because, you know, you said that's what we do, you know, we beat them. But I wonder if this guy who comes out spitting all this venom out, you know, I kind of wonder if he got a girlfriend himself, you know, or a wife, you know. I've often heard him referring to somebody as his lady friend, you know. Nobody's ever seen his lady friend. And I'll be honest, man, I kind of think when you refer to a woman as your lady friend, you know, I kind of think that's a little bit disrespectful, man, you know. You know, I would think your lady friend must have a name, you know, she is a person after all, you know. But you're probably the kind of guy that calls her the little woman, you know. I can imagine you call her that. Yeah, or the little wifey, you know. I bet you say things like, "There you go, honey. There's some money. Go and buy something pretty." You know, I bet you talk like that to a man. You know, I can hear it now. You know, and I'll be honest, man, that people like you know, you're a dinosaur, man. You know, you really are, man. You come on here bashing everyone. People, none of us who are on this side, you know, none of us have jobs. You know, we play with puppets. And also, guys, we jack off with our puppets. You know, this guy said we get our puppets and jack off, you know. But these people, you know, all they seem to do is try and push your buttons, guys, you know. But I find what they do is they just come on here and they just spit venom out at people, you know. And if you look at the people that they're picking on, these will be the kids. They tend to pick on the kids a lot, you know. And they also tend to pick on people in wheelchairs a lot. You know, or they'll poke fun at somebody's religion, you know. And it kind of there's a kind of a pattern forming with these people that they tend to pick on the weaker people in the community, you know. And these are the same people that don't have any problem, you know. They don't have any problem, guys, of using a 15-year-old girl as a weapon, you know. They don't have problem doing that. They keep throwing that in people's faces and trying to put people on guilt trips, you know, about kids jumping off bridges and killing themselves. You know, this is the kind of mentality they have, guys, you know. This is what they like, guys, you know. But like I say, guys, I find it all strange and weird, you know, that the attacks that are coming from these people and the kind of people that they're attacking, you know. But I don't mind, guys, you know. Like I said, I won't be making another video about you, you know, because you're just not worth my time, you know. But if you want to have a go at me, I'll be happy to sit here. I'll be happy to sit in and chat back to you, you know. That might be fun. But you probably won't want to pick on me because I'm not in a wheelchair, you know. I'm not a little kid, you know. Nothing like that, you know. So you probably won't pick on me. You know, you'll wait and pick on the kids and stuff like that. It's just kind of pathetic, you know. It really is, guys. You need to up your game, you know. argue like a bunch of kids, you know, because that's what you sound like when you come out with all that hatred. You know, it just smacks of desperation, man. But you know, man, if you think the guys that you're fighting with, if you think we're strange and weird, you know, because some of us, some of them have puppets and stuff, you know, I would have to kind of look at you, you know, because you know, and I am talking to Lemonface here, you know, the thug, and I I kind of remember, you know, when you came onto the scene. I remember the very night, you know, when you turned up on the Whovian podcast, you know, and you were a new guy, you know, and I listened to you, man, and I'll be honest, I didn't have any feelings about you either way, and that's what I tend to do with most new Whovians, you know. It's only as I start to get to know them then I kind of form opinions about them, you know. And you seemed okay for maybe a week, and but after that week was up, I think he got a little bit creepy, you know. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm not having a go at you, 'cause I'm a better person than you, you know. I don't go around bashing people, not like you. I don't pick on kids and disabled people, you know. But the thing I found about you, man, is that I remember it very clearly that after a week, I kind of remember that it was the little fat guy's birthday, you know, who runs the show. And I remember he got two presents that day. I kind of think one was from a lady Whovian, and if I remember rightly, it was some kind of a diary, you know. But the front of it looked like the TARDIS, you know, and I looked at this present, you know, and I thought it was really nice, you know. And then you got your present, man, you know, and the little fat guy opened it up, and what was it? It was a little, I don't think it was that little, but it was a statue, you know, it was a Doctor Who statue. And it was at that point, man, you know, that I kind of found you a little bit creepy. You know, that after knowing somebody for maybe a week, you went out and bought a present like that, you know, for someone that you didn't really know. And it kind of, again, it smacked of desperation with you that you were buying your way into that little group of people, you know. You went out there and you bought and looking at it, man, you know, I don't think it was cheap. And you bought your way into that little group of people, and you went to the bloke at the top, the little fat guy, and you bought him a present. I don't ever see you buying any of the Whovians them kind of presents, but you made your little impression, man. But you may as well have said, "There's your present. Now bend over that table. You're my bitch," because that's what it looked like, man. You had to buy somebody on there to, you know, to get in, to get to the top of that little group. And that was creepy, man, you know. That looked creepy. And I know a lot of Whovians maybe thought that at the time, that why would a guy who didn't really know the little fat guy, why would he buy somebody a present that cost that kind of money, you know? But the real presence of that day came from that lady Whovian, right? And I'm not going to say her name, but the lady that bought that diary, that was the real present, because that was bought for the right reasons, you know, because she kind of likes the little fat guy, you know, and wanted to make get a little gift for him for his birthday, and that was done out of love, man. What you done wasn't, you just wanted to get to the top by buying your way in amongst them group of people, you know, and that was creepy, man. But I do kind of find you a very creepy person, you know. You kind of come over as, I'm struggling to think of nice words to say about you, and I'm trying not to drop to your level, but man, there's some other creepy things about you, and I kind of think. Now, I'm going to take a stab at this, man, and I might be completely wrong, but I'm thinking you're a guy in somewhere in your middle 50s, looking at you, and a guy in his middle 50s that has a mohawk. That's kind of creepy as well, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, mohawks they're okay, but maybe it's for a younger guy, because once you get to your age and you've got a mohawk, man, and you're only one step away from well, I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but your next step would be a guy in his 50s who has a ponytail, And again, there's nothing wrong with mohawks and ponytails, on a guy of the right age, but when it's on a guy, of your age, it kind of looks creepy, man, and I'm just trying to give you, some fashion tips here, guys, and, because I am a fashion guru, and it kind of looks creepy, guys. And I'm not trying to insult you, man, but let's be honest, you've kind of got that receding hairline thing going on, and probably in a couple of years you'll probably be bald, you'll be bald on the top, and all these little hairstyles won't change that, man. You should embrace your baldness, I mean, under my hat, I'm bald myself, and there's there's a lot of videos where I didn't used to wear a hat. I just have kind of short hair, and I embrace the baldness, but I kind of think you're not, man. You kind of look like an old guy that's in some kind of a midlife crisis, you need to snap out of that. It's you kind of look a bit of a dick, and again, I'm doing my best not to insult you, I'm not just going to go on a rampage of trying to insult you, like you did the other day with all them Whovians, you kind of wanted to pick on, because you kind of think you're something special, man, you and your little fat friend there, you kind of think you're special. The pair of yous, you sit up there on your ivory towers, looking down on the rest of us, thinking we're scum, because some people they can't afford to pay electric bill, or some people might have been paid off and they haven't got a job, But let me tell you, everybody that has a job these days, guys, you're only 1 or 2 paychecks from being in the gutter, and that's true, guys. It's true, guys. Then we get to hear all this rubbish, guys, of it. From one of these guys that sits on his ivory tower. He seems to think that he's better than anybody else because he's a YouTube partner. Come on, man, you really think that, man, that you've got more respect because you're a YouTube partner? I don't think so, man. I mean, seriously, what you get, $50 a month, You don't have that many hits on your videos, man, and you're going to get even less now. You think that makes you somebody special? No, it just makes you a little bitch. That's all it makes you. You just work for the man, and he tells you what kind of videos to make. You're just his slave. You're just his little bitch boy. But you kind of haven't grasped that yet, But maybe it's $50 this month. I'd like to see what it is next month. With maybe $10, In the month after that, you probably have to pay them, because nobody cares about you anymore, man. You've just gone out there and you've spit your nasty venom out at people, and people are seeing you for what you are, man. Guys, when I came onto the scene of Doctor Who, I did hear talk of a group of people that were christened. I'm trying to think what they were christened. It was something like the Whovian Mafia. It was something along those lines, guys. And I'll be honest, guys, I never seen any of this, you know. And I was looking for it, you know. I thought, well, I don't see any of this. And I don't even know who brought that out and where it came from, this expression of the Whovian mafia. But I have to be honest, guys, and I hate to say this, but the Whovian mafia does exist. And the way I'm seeing it, it's existing in two people that I'm seeing today. I don't see it in anybody else, just these two goons that are trying to get attention, you know. And they go around just picking on kids and people in wheelchairs and stuff, you know. But like I say, come and pick on me, you know. You tough guys, you can come and pick on me, but you probably won't want to because I kind of fight back, guys, you know. I fight back. But to be honest, guys, I think what we need to do, guys, I think everybody needs now to stop making any kind of video about these people. Do not talk about these people. Do not reply to them. Just leave them, guys, you know. They're done, you know. The channel's finished. And I would also say, don't take it out on any of their friends, you know. Because I know there's a couple of them that are jumping between the two channels. Now, I don't see any problem with them, guys, you know. As long as they don't start getting into any arguments over it, I don't see any problem with that if they want to do that. The only problem I'm seeing at the moment is these two, you know. The little fat guy and the other guy who buys friendships by buying him fancy gifts. And from that day onwards, they've kind of been up each other's ass, you know. But that's my advice, guys. Don't bother. Don't communicate with them. Just let them get on and just sit back and watch them destroy the channel, because that's the way it's going. And like I said, guys, I kind of think it's sad that they've done that. Because there was a lot of nice people on there, you know. But not to worry, guys. All the good people, you know, all the really knowledgeable people, they've actually moved to another podcast. And I will put a link in the description. I think most of you know of the channel, but I will put a link in the description. And you can go over there and you can have a look at their Whovian podcast, you know. And I'll be honest, guys, you know, I've watched a couple of them. And this, it's like chalk and cheese, you know. On one side, you kind of had a bunch of Whovians that were trying to talk, but you kind of had this little fat dictator, you know. If he didn't like what you were saying, he would start talking over you. Or if he didn't agree with you, you know, he kind of just laughed it off, you know. And it was constant, guys, you know. He kind of had all these Whovians lined up like a little bunch of school kids, and he was the big old nasty headmaster, and he just talked down to them, you know. It was either his way or no way, you know. But then we go to this other podcast, and the quality of everything's better, guys. I mean, I kind of think it's done on Zoom, you know, and the video quality looks really good. And it's laid back, guys, you know. It's really laid back. None of the Whovians on there, none of them look terrified, you know, like they did on the other one, you know. And everybody gets a go, guys, you know. They get to say what they want to say, and they take turns, you know. Nobody interrupts them, and it really looks good. I mean, I'll be honest, guys. I was on there the other week, and I know you won't believe this, but Michael Caine, little Michael Caine, he was on there, but he doesn't go under that name on there, guys, because he's trying to keep it like all cool, and he doesn't want people to know that he's there, so he goes under the name of I think it was Beef Dead or something, you know, Meat Dead. I can't remember, guys, but yeah, he's on there, guys, and there's a couple of lady Whovians that get over there, and I'll be honest, guys, there's one little lady Whovian that I've seen on there. I believe her name's Jen, you know, and she's very pretty. Ooh, she's very pretty, guys, and I've got my eye on her, you know. I kind of also think that my friend Danny, I think he's got his eye on her as well, you know, so there might be a bit of a love interest struggle going on there, guys, you know. But I kind of believe that this lady might be married as well to some guy in there. I don't know who he is, but I think she might be married. So I might be out of luck again, you know. But that's all I want to say, guys, you know. I've kind of ranted on, you know, 45 minutes or so, you know, and I'm gonna go, guys. So I'm not gonna reply to these two bullies anymore, you know. I'm done with them. And I would advise everybody else to do the same. Don't give them the time of day. Just leave them alone. Let them get on with it and watch the channel die, you know. It's sad, guys, but there you go. Anyway, guys, that's about it from me. And hope to see you all in another video very soon. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.